Okay, we've just arrived at the One Big Carp show. Took us about an hour or so to get up this morning. Flew straight through, pretty good really. Let's go in and see what we can get. You hungry, Darci? You hungry? No? See you later. We look at some boats. You can sit on that, Darci.
With the duct, yeah, but you can stick some stones in here and then.
I see some tech ties and that.
What are they? Batteries?
Hand grenades working here today.
Yeah, batteries.
Yeah, hand grenades are fantastic.
How many ducks? Like my little boat. Yeah. Spinner.
You can adjust the speed on the side. Most of them you can't, you just wind them up and let them go.
1120 mileage 250. That deal was not with that luggage though. I'm giving luggage for it. I'm just going to put a standard bag. I'm giving you the fluid bags as well.
Which spy can? Okay, do you want some sweets? Yeah, they are.
Good morning, you alright?
Hi mate, alright. Yeah, Darci, give it a try.
I'm not getting in it.
Why? Get on it.
You're interested?
Have you got a bigger one?
We can cable tie two together if you want.
Come on, you have to give it a try. You want it now?
Just to buy some of it now. Mummy, can you hold this?
I don't know what is yours, to be honest.
May I have your attention, please? Ted Michael and Oliver Brown, please report to the Thank you.
I'm saving mine till later. What have we got? Oh, fox. That's comfortable, to be fair. Might come back to that later.
Tony used to buy it all the time.
Barrow Darci.
Get my phone to my dad quick.
It'll have located itself, it'll be sorted, it'll be all quite ready to go. And then you just go.
Okay. And also on my default bunny, I don't have one though. I have one go up and down. So it doesn't make a difference or not. And also, with the seat club, so hopefully, leaving the water for 10 minutes.
Leaving the water 10 minutes.
Yep.
So for my life, I'm better off just manually.
can try them.
For me, please. Yeah.
I'll give you £10 if you eat one.
You eat one.
I'll give you £10 if you eat one.
But if you eat one first,
Will you eat one if I do?
I'll take a bite out. Wait, that one? What about that one?
Do half.
I want to do half. That stinks.
Will you do it? Go 1, 2, 3. That's bad.
Can you open it?
They're really hard.
Will you eat that one?
No.
Yeah, I think the thing came loose. I don't know whether they're redoing the pin or something. 65 quid, and then you can get his collection with all the bits in, and that's 100 quid. It's not actually shop there, 65 quid. 105 quid.
Can you do anything on the fully loaded one? No.
Yeah, it's good. Good old buzz round, to be honest, yeah.
For 60, the large one, it's hard.
We'll do it for 65.
We'll go for 60.
It's good, just throw and go, isn't it? Tonight. I'll make some. Yeah, if we do it methodically, we'll probably get a majority of everything in.
I'll take one.
Is it loaded or it's
Yeah, loaded, please, mate. Yeah. You have to ask.
Yeah, of course I have.
But Corda don't.
Everyone else gives you a discount.
Corda won't do nothing. Yes, I think they do. Yeah, when we get to it. T-shirts are 20, hoodies are 45. What sort of hoodie do you reckon? On the Kingfisher. So we're at the One Big One show today. This is on Sunday. It is madness here today. It is chaos. There's a lot of people here. Bought a few bits. I have to say I was desperate for the Corda fully loaded tackle box, which I've got, but I was quite disappointed that they wouldn't do a deal, which everyone else seems to really. But yeah, let's see what else we can get our hands on. Nothing. It's a cheap shelter, to be fair. I don't know whether that's any good. I don't know what it is. NGT. Yeah, Darci. Do you like that one? No. Darci doesn't like Scopex.
Yeah, stick your tickets out there, alright? Have a go on the raffle, guys. Might be the best pound you spend today. Oh, I know.
Ah, hang on. I'm not sure this isn't.
9, 10, 10, 11, yeah.
Super nice.
There's one winner. You're going to have a go, young lady? Yep. There's another one. Pound. There we go. That's 3 tickets then. Dig deep. Stick them on there. Let's have a look. So we've got 2 winners here. See, I told you not to worry too much, eh?
What have you got there?
1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay, then. Put them back. Yeah, lovely. Thank you. Open them up then. See what we got.
You do some as well.
No, go on. You're the lucky mascot.
Come on, we're after 5s. Is that Kelly's eye number 1? Number 1, yeah.
Yeah, the other side.
We got any 5s?
No 5.
492. That's good though. 500. We'll see what his dance is like. Is he any good?
Yeah.
Oh, that dancing there, eh? Gonna have another go?
Are you going to have a go, Dad?
Nah, no
No?
thanks.
Okay then, no problem. Thank you very
Cheers.
much. Got a couple of winners there.
Darci, is that there to use?
Switched off.
There's a lit one there. Darci, he said you can use it if you need to go. Whoa, look at that. Here goes Darci. Hold it for the camera. Turn around. Darci's bought a whopper. Done that. It's bigger than Darcy's bedroom.
In this section here, I'll go back to the bed.
See, look.
That is this one here. So
Yeah, but is it because it's thinner or something like that?
it's thinner, so I think it's 15,000 hydrostatic compared to 20,000.
Okay.
On that, also the poles are aluminium rather than steel.
Okay.
Well, no, they're aluminium steel, but the poles are heavier. Lighter, sorry, than that one. Yeah, and obviously the size, it is smaller as well than the Frontier.
Okay.
But at the moment we've got the deal, so obviously you get the right box and the front and the ground seat.
Yeah.
That price. I can do better than that as well if you want to.
I was going to say, can you do
Yeah, if you want to take the display one, I'll do it for 250.
250? Doesn't so they're for storm poles.
Yeah.
Which does it come with those or?
Are you getting one?
You have to get the storm poles in addition.
I'd have to buy them. Okay. We say 240 and we'll shake hands on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well done.
Are you going to take it now?
I'm going to be milling around for a while yet, so if you want, I can pay for it and leave it with you.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Take a name?
Dan?
Dan.
Oh, you've got a token, haven't you? Here we go.
Well done, mate. All right?
Can you do
Yeah,
it?
not bad, you?
Yeah.
Dad, can you do it?
What's the trick then?
There isn't really.
Land on top of a ball, yeah, you'll win.
I say if you can pick one up, it doesn't normally drop it, so even with a chance.
Come on, you're supposed to be doing it.
Which one are we doing?
No.
Oh. Go on, have another go. Have one more.
So keep your finger hand on it. Let it go. Cross. Let it go.
Oh, unlucky.
Never mind.
Never mind. Dave.
Thanks anyway.
Cheers, guys.
Oh, that's
Sold out. I wanted the car. You've got the black one. Sold out.
bad. You don't like the chair?
Yeah. If you are interested, the worst case scenario, take pieces.
So I went round the front.
That's fair, thank you.
Did you say thank you?
No. Yeah, Darci. Follow him on TikTok for a free spin. What are they called? Go on then, give it a burn. Alright. Alright, I've done it. Oh.
Like she's moved in now, with it.
Quite like that, that's nice. Ooh. I like that one.
So much luggage, I think
So I do need like an extra.
Okay, it's 3:20. We're done now. We're all spent out. We've got some bargains. We're heading home now. Right, hi guys. It's the following weekend after the show. Work's been crazy this week, so I haven't had a chance to do it any sooner. But I thought I would run through with you some of the goodies and bits and pieces that we got from the show at Farnborough last weekend. So this is primarily for the benefit of my daughter. She seemed to get an absolute ton of stickers. They seem to love giving stickers away to a penny, so we got a huge pile of stickers. She managed to get given a key ring from the Kumu stand. you'll see in a moment, I did actually buy a hoodie and t-shirt from that stand, and they gave her a key ring. So we've got that. We've also managed to, she's got given a lanyard, various key rings, a few samples of boilies here and there. JRC, we've managed, and this is down to my Darci. I think it was spinning a wheel, spin a wheel for a prize, and they ended up giving her 1, 2, 3, 4 packs of 3 chod rigs, which I guess we'll use. I see no reason why we can't. They look decent, and a couple of rod grips. However, I have just noticed, as I'm talking to the camera now, that one is a medium and one is a large. For anyone who's a tackle tart and likes their things matching, other than the fact that there's only 2, not 3, they're both different sizes. So, not sure how useful they are really, but they were free, so what can I say about that? You can't really complain at freebies, can you? And then moving on to things that I bought. Now, I bought the quarter tackle box, fully loaded. I actually looked at this at the Essex show, and I went backwards and forwards from it a number of times, thinking, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? And I thought it was too much money, really. So I left it at the time. And then it was one of those situations where the minute you get home, you think, why did I not buy that? I really wanted that. So I had it in my mind that when we were back today, I would definitely get that tackle box, which I did. And as you can see, I have already started to fill it. I will say I had a smaller Fox box before this one. And the Fox one actually had more small compartments than this one, you know, for all your little rig bits and pieces, whereas now I'm having to use these little boxes, whereas before they were all just nicely lined up in all the little compartments. So I'm not 100% sure I'm actually liking this one more. However, all of my stuff does fit in this one, which it didn't in the Fox one. So I guess it's just a case of getting used to it and maybe moving things around to how I would like things to be, I guess. One of the things I did notice was when we go to the shows, I always ask for the stands to do a deal. I treated myself to a pair of Vast joggers, which I tried to get at the Essex show, and they had actually sold out, so I couldn't get them there. But I did manage to get. I made a beeline for Vast straight away this time to make sure I got hold of those. And then this is the Kumu t-shirt, which I'm loving this. I think that's a nice little touch. Ripple, I believe they call that. So that's that t-shirt. That's cool. And also this Kumu hoodie, which I believe has a kingfisher on, maybe. So that's that. So that is cool. I'm loving all that. There was one last item that was not on my radar at all, but it was such a good deal I could not say no. And I believe I said this on my last video at the Essex show as well. But I had treated myself to the Fox Frontier Light bivvy, which includes it's the bivvy itself, the infill front panel, and the ground sheet, which was at a discounted price anyway. And it was getting to the end of the show on the Sunday. I asked him if he could do something on it. He said he would, and he offered me a price, and I actually offered him a slightly lower price with the addition of throwing in the skull cap, which I was actually very surprised to hear him say yes to. Now, I'm not going to say what that price is because I don't want to get into this thing where people would say, oh, you couldn't have got it for this, or you couldn't have got it for that, or I paid this and you paid that, or whatever. But I can say it was an amazing deal, and I don't even need it really, but the next time I go out for the night, I shall be using that, and maybe we'll do a little video on how we get on with it, but I am looking forward to that. It is a lovely looking bivvy. If anyone's got one, perhaps you'd let me know what you think. I'm thinking now I've got it, I should also take the opportunity to get myself the Winter Rover wrap, even though I've got the skull cap. So let me know what you think, and whether the overwrap's worth the investment as well. I believe it probably will be. I did my one of my previous bivvies was the Fox R Series XL, one man, which is a big bivvy, a heavy bivvy. But I did not ever buy the winter skin for that bivvy, and then it went out of production, and then I was unable to get the winter skin. I believe there are still a few floating around, but they're silly money, to be fair. Not something I would really consider doing now. So I've now got this Frontier Light. It is a fantastic looking bivvy, so I'm looking forward to using it, even though it was not on my list of things to get. So it's worth remembering. I know the shows are sort of done for this year now, I think, but if there's any more coming up, please let me know. But I can't think of any. I think it's always worth remembering. Always ask for a deal, and if you can go on the Sunday, which we specifically did this time, I think as you get towards the end of the day, the better deals are to be had, particularly on items that are on show. They seem quite keen, rather than having to pack them away and take them back home to wherever they come from, to let them go on a decent price. So yeah, that's our bits from last week's show. I look forward to using them, and I look forward to catching you again soon. Thank you.